Hey guys, this is Simon from Fateless. Oh dear, I've got an absolute banger of a video today. I'm going to be giving you a bit of a showcase of a whole ton of different assets that have been produced over the last few weeks. We generally do a weekly art attack where the leads in our art department, they basically showcase a bunch of the new concepts, the new 3D models, some of the new environments, some of the animations, some of the VFX. All of those things we get to see on a weekly basis and just get a kind of like general drip feed of what's going on. And we can give our feedback, you know, change this, improve this one looks great. All that type of stuff is done during that session. So what I thought I'd do today is actually just share with you one of those art attack packs. There's loads of leaks in this pack. I don't know, maybe comment down below all of your favorite ones. I had to delete a couple because they're too juicy, and we're saving those for a different video that's coming up. But this one is going to be a mammoth video. So before I get into the presentation, I'll tell you now, for the last month, I have been freaking out with the new people that have been joining Fateless. We actually got a group of people that used to work on Star Wars Galaxies, which by the way is one of my favorite ever games. They were working on the art side, some of the rigging, some of the animation. They've joined the team. We're going to do a separate podcast where we introduce you to a few of them because literally rock stars have joined Fateless and they're helping us with the direction. And what I hope you see with this deck today is some of the step up that we've been making around quality, around interesting champs, around like that whole kind of like vision of what we've got to really raise the bar in this space. I've got to say right now, we've got 3 concept artists working for us. We've got, I think, 16 3D artists that are producing the 3D characters. We've got environmental artists. We've then got riggers. We've got the technical artists that actually make them do their abilities. We've got the animators. We've got the VFX guys. It's ridiculous the amount of people that are just working on the character side and the environment side before you even include all of the dev work. So it's insane. The project size is insane. I also did a quick short the other day talking about one of the new people that's joined the team that's actually recording a track, a song for GODFORGE for our cinematic. And Serena Bell has come on board. She's already done the first version of the song. I shared a couple of the kind of tracks from her TikTok, which I'll share a little bit of now. Damn, she's a rock star.
Like open doors, leading you down into my core, where I've become so numb.
Okay, so a lot of reasons to be excited right now about what's going on with GODFORGE. Let me take you through the art attack, which Dane pulled together for us here, and damn, some brilliant work. So we're going to kick off with Sigard here. Sigard was actually done by Nico. We showed you the kind of, maybe if you saw last week, that version of how did it go from block out to kind of like produced, and then this is the final version. In fact, he does have a cool little Sigard strutting, which is quite cool. Yeah, but Sigard looking sweet. It's got the kind of like strong jaw. This is a rare gun. It's going to be a rare in the game, I believe, or an epic. Might be an epic, actually. And yeah, just got some cool features. Lots of detail gone into his design. He's got a sweet sword to go alongside it. Sigard ready to rock. Baywolf has been shown by some of the other content creators that are covering GODFORGE right now. There's a whole bunch of them, by the way. If you literally go into YouTube and just search GODFORGE content, you'll find probably 10 at least content creators that are doing weekly videos with leak information that we give them. Really, really cool. But Baywolf is looking sweet. This is actually how the artists present it in terms of the final piece, but then I'm not 100% sure why they do these different filters, but they do these different filters for a reason. Comment down below if you're an artist and you know more than I do. He's looking a bit spooky on the right here. But yeah, they do them for, I guess, just looking at, do the different items separate properly or something like that. Not really sure, but anyway, looking pretty cool. A new one, Freya. Freya coming into the mix. She's not finished yet. She's not had her texturing finished, but gives you an idea of different stages of development. So she's in 3D here. They're working from a concept. This is Andre, and getting close to that final phase, which is the final texturing phase. But really, really cool take of Freya, in my opinion. Moving on to a brand new one, Merlin. Merlin. Oh, I love this one. This is maybe my favorite one so far. Ah, so good. So we got Merlin. Obviously, it's our take on him. So some people won't like it. Some people will love it. But, you know, he's got his scrolls here. He's got all of his little devices. He's got his little rune book. And the book actually becomes part of his weaponry. He's got his staff. The frog is ready and waiting. I kind of love the... What is this here with the eyes? We can reflect in a subtle way that he was the son of an incubus with his eyes. Love that. We've got the side view here just so the 3D guys have got a good idea of what's going on. But yeah, Merlin looking sweet. Absolutely love this one. Even though the lamp can be seen from the front in the concept, I'd follow the back view position better. So you kind of got just the visual effects coming through here, but then from the back you really get to see it. Honestly, we're taking on feedback that we just want a bit more interesting stuff going on the back view. And we've been taking it on with a lot of the new concepts that you're going to see. Pangu that you would have seen if you've been following some of those other content creators. Damn, his weapon is so badass. It's insane. Kind of plays on that yin-yang vibe, which is where the kind of like weapon visual is coming from here. But Pangu is basically one of the Chinese like crazy gods, like one of their biggest deities that existed. And yeah, I think we're selling him pretty damn well in this visual. Absolutely love this one. Again, another one which will be brand new. This is from our Slavic faction. So Virage is the name of the Slavic faction, and we just got some of the different call outs to, yeah, just some of the visuals that we're going to see in game, like why they're coming through from the Slavic culture, how we're reusing some bits of assets that have already been created. So we've got a skirt here that we're going to reuse, but completely retexture, so you would never know. Talking about some of the weaponry and where that's coming from as well. Just really kind of like subtle call outs, which are very, very sweet. So the Satire is next. Satire basically was showcased again by a bunch of the different content creators last weekend. This is one of the beasts. This is actually a common hero in the game. And yeah, going to be a collectible, but our take on it slightly different from some of the kind of more traditional versions. But this is an in-game shot. So this is fully rendered, fully complete, in-game. It's actually in-game in the wrong faction, but doesn't matter right now. It's literally just, you know, how does the lighting work with this dude? And yeah, is he kind of doing the do? This is my Michaela, who is basically our creature 3D modeler. She does phenomenal work, honestly. Phenomenal work. Okay, I don't even know if I meant to show you this one. I don't even know if I meant to show it. I'm leaving it in. The Sphinx. The Sphinx. Damn. Some people were saying, I wonder if we're going to get a Sphinx in the game. Again, we've gone with our take on it. Kind of got slightly never-ending stories vibes going on here. Sweet ass looking visual. We've got another shot coming up with it kind of a bit more modeled here. And nowhere near finished, obviously. It's just a block out, but you start to get a vibe of what's going on with the Sphinx. Ah, so good. I love that we can create these type of characters in the game from mythology, because it just opens up brilliant creatures, brilliant bosses, brilliant heroes to collect. It's so vast. It's insane. Absolutely love it. Okay. Anyone's mind blown? This is Zulong. Gino created Zulong. This is in-game. Rendered in-game. It's not properly rigged yet. It's not properly animated, so I can't show you any of that stuff. But look at this. Look at the quality of work. If anyone's telling me we're not up there in terms of quality of visual, then I don't know what you're looking at. I do not know what the hell you are looking at. This is absolutely phenomenal work. I love it. Absolutely love it. I cannot wait to see him animated and rigged and stuff. Okay, let's talk about a couple of environments. So Kiki, we've shown bits of it before. This is in-game. This is the in-game aesthetic we've got. So when the technical artists start to do their magic and start to apply different lighting settings, that type of stuff, we get to do this kind of like cool, moody kind of like moonlit light. It's phenomenal. So you can imagine your heroes are lining up here against the enemy. You could kind of got that cinematic view that we're going with. Absolutely brilliant. And then this is the other view of it from behind, I guess. And another view of a kind of Kajiki level, which is kind of more mountainous with this kind of red lava. Still got some of the buildings, but they're a bit more damaged. And yeah, I think you get a real flavor of what we're going for with Kajiki just from seeing those 3 shots. So tons going on in that side. We're starting to get some of the Avalon pieces together here. So this is like, what do? We build a bunch of the stuff that's going to live in the Avalon levels. We do it with all the levels. And then we start to bring it to life in the engine. So you can see here how the artists are just kind of like playing around with some of the different assets. What's quite cool here, we're going to see an animated knight a bit later. This is the dude that's animated. They basically remodeled him, repositioned him, and turned him into a statue. Very cool use of an asset. They bake it right down so that it doesn't cost a lot of efficiency, I guess, or whatever on your devices. But it's a really clever use of an asset, which works perfectly as a statue as well. We're still going. So this is an Echo level, so based on the gates of Babylon. This is still, it's not finished. There's still some stuff we're going to do to refine it. I'll give you the live feedback. So some of the feedback we said was, feels like we're seeing a lot of the same color on the level. We want to kind of improve that. Could we change perhaps some of the brickwork coloring or the path coloring so it's not all the same material everywhere? That's the type of stuff we discuss when we're going through these sessions. Oh man, so good. Absolutely phenomenal. Imagine you've got your squads here. In the background, you could see this setting. Like, the environments really, really bring the game to life when we're going with this cinematic type of view. And we can do a lot more with them, which is what's so cool. So this is Edu here doing phenomenal work. The Temple of Kukulkan. Kukulkan. I don't know if I said that right. Probably not. Apologies. Okay, just some of the different animations. So run animation for Kiki. Just an idol here. Shield smash. Just showing like some of the representation of the visuals of animations. I think it's important to see it. Like, so this is how it plays through. And we give feedback on this sort of stage. It's more like a cast ability with a shield dude. You know, he pulls his shield in front of him, slams it down. You can imagine VFX start to come off as that happens, as your team gain some sort of buffs or the enemy gain debuffs. This is Shamash in his kind of like block out run form animation. Shamash winding one up. So this is like almost like a debuff or a threat type of ability rather than a smack. Yes, he's kind of like on you, my friend. We've then got Shamash actually doing a whack. Coming in, you see the weighting is good. We're not getting loads of clipping with these robes or this cloth, which is important to us as well. Shamash laying it down. I think this is going to be his ultimate. So where you see the kind of like hover in midair, if you can imagine a charge up of VFX that comes in, he's a sun god, he's going to charge up and then slam down with the force. It's not until you start seeing the VFX on board with these things that you realize how cool it already looks, honestly. Shamash just dropping down, taking a nap. Here's the knight that I was talking about earlier with that's now a statue, by the way. So just a basic attack here. He's only going to be a common. Here we see that attack now in game. And obviously when you start to add the VFX to it, you really get the sell of the ability. Even though he's a common, we still want the abilities to feel pretty sweet. And, you know, you just start to get that kind of sense. Obviously, like, the visual quality of the enemy's not here. Imagine the enemy taking the knockback as well. But you really start to get a feel for what we're trying to do once you get the VFX coming in as well. Add the sound effects onto that as well. Damn, it's a different experience. Second ability from the knight. Look on the right hand side here. Drops the shield. Obviously from that you'll get like shield up for your team or shield up for him. Whatever it is we're going to do for his kits. But again, just selling the abilities with the VFX. Both from our point of view, if it's our player, our hero, or from seeing the enemy do it. This cinematic view where you're closer to the action, I think it's totally sweet. I think it's really easily the right way to go. The more I'm seeing it, the more I am loving it. Dagonet here as well. Dagonet with the triple smack. I don't know if we've seen this hero even before, but drops the triple hits and then comes back into position. You start to get a feel for the work that's going on with the animations and the VFX. Tristane here, very basic, rare smack. And down, again, not fully animated and stuff, all that, but just gives you an idea. And then the second ability, I love this one. Oh, the AoE spear throw, bam. Again, just selling it with the VFX, really, really doing a solid job. This is what we want to see. This is the type of thing. Lay the damage in. Yes, please. Very nice work. And all of this stuff is, you know, for refinement. This is not all refined. It's just I just want to give you a sense of what we're seeing on a weekly basis here. Nice buff ability here. Again, final ability from staying here. Seeing it from different points of view. And that's the end of the show. As I say, we've got so much going on. We've got an absolute kick-ass team working on these things. And every time I sit in this meeting once a week, it's my favorite meeting of the week because I get to see so much more cool stuff that's coming through in GODFORGE. Look, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you liked what we're doing here. Come and join the Discord as well. We do have the beta sign up still live. You can go and sign up. I'll put all the links to that down below. We're hoping for the beta to be in Q1 next year. So that's going to be, we're hoping for like end of Feb, but we'll see where we get to on dates. But really appreciate all the support so far, and I'll see you in the next one.